Well, we're back again, but this time Ralph breaks the internet.
Yeah, he actually really does break the internet.
Yes. For this movie, right? You know how Disney always does sequels, but then a lot of times it's because they release it on a video cassette tape. Well, I can't say video cassette tape, that really ages us. I guess
Yeah, I
that's
don't
not
even know what
for
you're talking about.
mainstream theater. Like The Lion King 2, Little Mermaid 2. Like they release those like into
Yeah,
just
direct
a
to
home,
video,
yeah, direct to video. Thank you.
which is the direct to video. I mean, everybody, I think you still know what that means, whether you have videos or not.
Ah, yeah. But then
Yeah,
nothing like a major release like this. I think it's because either this one is
or I guess
Disney
we could say,
Studios.
I guess we could say that's the end of direct to video. We can't say direct to video anymore because now it's on a streaming platform.
Yeah,
Even though
direct to
there,
digital.
even though there's big giant movies coming out direct to digital now.
Yeah, direct
So
to
everything.
digital.
So what I can say after COVID happened, everybody just got confused.
Yes. So how did you like it? Because this is really
Oh, I
different from
liked
the
it. This is
first
the first
one.
time this is the first time I seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever got to see it because I mean, just never got around to it. Then it's you're like, hey, let's do something. I'm like, let's do this one.
Yes, let's do
So
this
that
one. 'Cause we
way, I
gotta
have a
continue.
reason to watch it, and I loved it. I like it. It's really good. I don't. I'm not gonna say it's better than the first one. It's not better than the first one. What
But
I'd say it's just as good.
it's just as enjoyable.
Yeah, it's enjoyable, but I mean, it's just the story's different, you know.
And I actually seen this one in the theater when it came out back in
Well,
2018.
yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see. I
I
didn't get
think so.
anywhere
This
near it.
came out
So.
in 2018. Because
Oh,
I
I didn't
remember
know this
seeing
was
this
that long
because
ago.
the first one was so good. Me and Heather wanted to see it in the theater for obviously
Yeah.
this one. And then this one has so much elements in it. And one of my favorite things is like when people are trying to do the internet in like a real life situation, right? Because Dave Chappelle did that in one of his skits. Like, what if internet is a real place that you can go to?
Yeah.
And this, I guess, Disney Studios actually did that. At the same time, they make fun of a lot of their own stuff.
Oh, they made fun of everything. Well, you can't
Oh,
really go make fun of a lot of other people's stuff.
yeah.
You
So
might have trouble. But
they only
I
make
mean,
fun of their
the
IPs.
neat
Yeah.
thing about this is when this was made, Disney owns almost everything. And
At
almost
this
everything
point,
is
yeah.
here. And this is you shoot almost everything Disney. But the neat thing I like, the greatest thing is, and it always kind of mirrors a movie. It mirrors a movie that's already in the Disney lineup to me. And
Oh.
they even show you this game because remember when they're hanging out the first deal and they go, "Hey, why don't we go over there and sneak into Tron?"
Oh,
And he goes,
yes.
"Oh, I think it's got a computer
Oh,
bias."
that's
He
right. I
goes,
love that.
"No." But the thing is, that it's not just the thing they sneak a Tron. You get to see them drive the motorcycles, which I thought
Yes,
was awesome.
that was really cool because
It's,
that was an
but
arcade.
it's the thing is, Tron is people living in the internet or a
Yes.
video game or inside the machine, and they are the same thing. They're people living in the machine. So it's basically this is a funny Tron.
This is a funny. Oh, this is a
This
funny
is like a humorous Tron. Yeah, this is a humorous Tron.
So
This is
even
like
the
a
first
comedy.
movie was like that, like, cause
Yeah, the first one is that too,
oh,
because it's all video games. But this one, this has internet. But they also go, hey, look, let's go get in the Tron game, which is kind of
that was
funny
pretty
because I
cool though.
thought, well,
Yep.
this is basically kind of like Tron in a way, because it's a whole universe inside the computer world. Or I guess we should say for the digital realm,
For the digital
as they would
realm,
say in
yes.
Trim, yeah, as they say in Tron.
That is very true. Cause I like all the. Well, before they got into it, like I forgot they did the
And
Tron
this
thing.
story actually takes 7 years later. I think it was seven or 6 years later.
Oh, I forgot how long it was.
Yeah, it was 7 or 6 years later. I can't
But I
remember what
did
they
like
said.
all the realism they put, like every time they plug a I guess a device into the surge protector,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Grand Central Station, right?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
this is like
something new
yeah,
is moving in. I thought it was
because
so cool.
their world is the same as we saw it last time. They just kind of pick up.
Yes.
So and then they
Now
of
they have a
course have
gateway to the internet.
yeah, of course where we pick up though is still Wreck-It Ralph hangs out with his best friend Vanellope
Yes,
now,
Vanellope. Yep. Instead of
and
like
of
Fixer
course
Felix.
of course Basic Fillers is married.
Yes.
And I like
To
it. I like it.
Calhoun.
Sengi, Sengi. They're
Oh,
like,
is he
hey,
wax?
do you think Sengi waxes?
I'm like, oh, his baby's smooth
Um,
everywhere else. Like you
Yeah,
might be
he's baby
onto
soft
something.
and
Like,
stuff. Yeah,
I can't
she's
believe
like, what do you can see all that hair hanging out of his shins? It's like who has that much hair in his shins?
I'm like,
He probably,
why would they
he
talk
probably,
about that?
he probably, if he waxes, he probably rips hair off and puts it on his shin.
Ah, yes, because that's how I guess
But yeah,
Westerners
but you
do
see
it.
pretty much all the characters you see in the life. Actually,
Yep.
there's not near as much focus on the characters in the arcade anymore.
No, because this one is actually going outside of that room.
You see a few characters, but you're missing a lot, like we saw last time. Yeah, the thing is the internet. It's mainly all internet companies.
Yes, internet stuff. Because I like
and you get to see everybody else. YouTube.
Yes, they call it
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Well, there was YouTube. You see YouTube in the background.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because they use the name Google.
You see everybody, but everybody they interact with, they make another name. Because Wikipedia is in there. The Pinterest, they actually steal a pin from the Pinterest building.
Oh, that's right.
The thumbtack. The thumbtack, I guess I say pin, it's a thumbtack. But yeah, they steal that.
I thought it's really cool how they represent
Google.
each person. Well, I like how they represent each person. It's kind of like everyone has their own version of a Funko Pop figure, and that's how they travel.
Well, your avatar.
Yeah, avatar is you.
But it is a Funko Pop character.
Yeah, it's like a Funko Pop character with those big old heads.
Everybody gets in there.
Everybody has a face though, not just the eyeballs and everything.
Yeah, everybody has a face.
Yes.
Of course, you got the little eBay, and plus eBay is a main character. As actually a main character.
Yes.
Or place in this game. So they didn't replace it with somebody else.
No, they didn't, because they want to, because they use that real world thing within this movie.
Yeah, most of this is real world. I mean, like I said, Buzz though was the fake thing.
Yes.
And of course, the video game. What was that? Streets of.
Oh, a slaughter race.
Slaughter race. Yeah,
yes.
Slaughter race.
South laughter race. Yes.
Yeah, the slaughter race.
Yeah, that was because that's an online game, and they still use the same rules. Like, hey, if it glitches out, they reset, right?
Yeah.
Any character that's not in that game have to go out. Or
they're just to fix the game or to update the game. Yeah.
So I did like that concept was still there.
And it's kind of like the same concept when they're in the arcade too.
Yes. Yeah.
When that's they unplug it, you need to get out.
What else do I like about the internet?
I don't know. They are.
Remember when Ralph got upset? He busts up that sign, then he throws it, right? And then it landed on an avatar. Then the person lost the internet.
Oh yeah, I saw that disconnection.
I thought that was so funny. Like, what is that gonna do? I did like the virus, not the virus guy, right? But like you get to really clearly tell that's Bill Hader's voice once they get to that guy. Like I can't remember his name now.
The guy that sells the virus. I don't remember what he is.
Not the virus, but you can make money playing video games.
Oh, okay, the money playing video games.
Yeah, I can't remember his stupid name. I had to call it. Let's see, what was it?
I don't know. Right? But I do like it when he tries to catch him. I like the end. When they try to save Ralph.
Oh yes.
He's like pulls the car up and he goes right to the car.
Yeah, right. He's like, "Well, that didn't work out."
I mean, there's a lot of funny things, especially the princesses, the Disney princesses.
Oh,
I love that one. When they find
that's
her,
when
they
we
go,
talked about like oh my Disney.
Yeah.
Because this one's not a Pixar movie; it's a Disney Animation Studios, and then they make fun of like the Pixar. No,
they had. So they took a dig
Disney
at Pixar.
Princesses, Star Wars, and then have like, you telling me you're the same wisdom tree? Like, I am Groot. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody gets up there and talks to the group. But it also had Pixar because you see Buzz Lightyear and so forth.
Yes.
And then they had the princess from Brave.
So I love that.
Remember,
like she was
remember when she talked.
Yeah,
she's like, what did she say? We don't know. She's from a different studio.
Yes, that was when I pissed off left Disney. That's the movie they made, and then they made that one movie, and then went back to Disney. I love that they make fun of that. Like that was so clear. Because Heather didn't understand that joke. With like, what is that they say? They're like, because that's when pissed off left Disney to do their own thing.
Well, they're basically though they are saying it is another studio.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah, because Pixar is kind of another studio.
Yeah, it is another studio house under Disney.
Because Frozen's not Pixar, right? No, it's not. Frozen's Disney. All those were Disney. Even
I don't know. I did like the I love when they find out Vanellope is the princess, right? All those rules about being princesses is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Well, the best thing they go, will you save Big Strong Man? Yes.
Yes, like, you are a princess.
Yeah. Or like the last part they go, she goes, but I don't know who my mother is. None of us do.
None of us do. Awesome. You are a princess.
And then they tell her about singing the song. You're gonna have your song.
Yeah, and then the water.
You gotta find some water.
It was
you gotta have some water to
how
sing
they
your song.
work that element into this movie because Vanellope is a princess from her own game.
Yeah, she is a princess because she even says it during the movie. She goes, because so and so calls her a princess, or your Royal Highness or something. Remember?
Yes,
goes, I am a princess, but you can just call me Vanellope.
I also like the fact that
I also like how they save Ralph.
Well, not yet, but I want to talk about that. Like, I also like when the princesses were wearing their gowns, right? And then they find out Vanellope, like, what is that you're wearing? It looks so comfortable. And then they all switch into like comfy clothes. That is the funniest thing, because like when I saw that scene, right, I knew Disney was gonna make a whole lineup of all the princesses in their comfy clothes, and then they did, because everybody was like dressed like super comfortable. It was awesome. And you're right. Let's touch on what you saw, like how the princesses was trying to save Ralph. It was awesome.
Yeah, they're like, here's a big strong man that needs saving.
And then like I guess each princess kind of used their special power.
Yeah, because they look like. Because I was watching, I was like, hey, they're the X-Men.
That's what I told you, Shane. On Frozen, she's an X-Men.
Yeah, well, she's Iceman.
She is. When you watch this movie, you're like, oh my god, this is like the theme of X-Men.
Yeah,
and as a mutant.
They should have just played that song.
They should. Yes, they should.
Yeah, but you got to think all the princesses though had their own power, so all of them were.
They
X-Men.
did, and I think
were Avengers.
All the princesses, their original voice actors.
That's what I heard, except for one.
Except for one, probably like Snow White. Well, Snow White didn't have a speaking role. But then maybe some of the ladies that may have.
Yeah, I forgot which one it didn't, but it said one of them didn't because the lady was too old, I think, or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like that too.
Her voice wouldn't have matched her character anymore. I think is what it would.
But then I could tell Ariel sounded like exactly like Ariel back in 1991. I want to say.
Wow. Well, I wouldn't have known. I mean, it's like I didn't know who the voices were either way.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't know who the actresses were.
But hey, I thought that was the funniest part. I mean, it was pretty much, especially when they go to the Disney place, it was the best deal, especially with the stormtroopers. Oh, with the
stormtrooper was awesome. It's like, man, and they're like, like you're not regular, you don't have authorization to be here. I love that too. I like that. I like that they used the likes feature for the most popular videos, because that's how people on YouTube gets paid now. How many people like their videos, how many subscribers you get, and like the contents you create. Yeah. And I like the nostalgia effect, because the first time Ralph did the leaf blower thing, like, I'm gonna wreck it. They make that video. Hey, remember that Ralph guy from back in the 80s? From that video game. Oh yeah, I love that game. I did like that a lot, because they put that factor into this one. I think that's a little piece of, I guess, both for you and I, came from the first movie, because that's nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, basically, they made it if you saw the first movie, they basically created a video game that you supposedly played back in the day, even though we didn't.
And yeah, we didn't. And of all the 7 dwarfs, I love that they show Grumpy, because he bumps into his table. He's so mad. And then they have a character that you don't know, that Jason Bateman played from Zootopia, that fox that dressed in a nice green button shirt. Yeah, that movie is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I knew that was pretty good. I mean, not a lot of animation movies are good, but that one is actually pretty good. But it's also from Disney Studios too. Yeah, obviously that's why it's in the thing.
Yeah. That's basically everything was Disney that we see.
And I did like companies. I mean, obviously this story is written really well written, because the steering wheel broke due to Ralph making a new track for her, and then the player glitches out. And I did like that you could buy the part on eBay. So many people buy, I guess, old arcade machines, right? But the parts they're buying from eBay. Yeah. Because people are just selling the inside.
Yeah, I mean, where are you going to get it? You can't just go get it off of Amazon.
No, you can't. You have to wait for someone to sell it.
Yeah, you have to go to eBay to get it.
And I did like when they're trying to figure out eBay, like, I think you just shout the biggest number and then you win this stuff.
Yeah, when they start betting, they're betting against each other.
$27,001. I like that. 43. That's not even half of $27,001.
There's a 2-part story in a way, because the first part of the story, they got to fix the game.
They got to fix the game, yep.
Which is the same thing we saw in the first movie. They got to fix the game. But the second part is then he had to realize he has to deal with his friendship, because his friend's leaving, because she decides, I don't want to be in the arcade. I want to be on the internet.
I know. That's like, in a way, that's a weird jump, right? Because didn't they not want to go turbo in the first first movie, and then this is exactly what they did in this one.
Yeah, which I want to point out the character. What is the character played Turbo though? Is in this movie, or the actor, the voice actor. Yeah, isn't he supposed to be the same one that did the what was this the Can't remember the one that knows everything.
Oh, the guy who does the
What was
search
that
bar,
called?
right?
Yeah, yeah, it does the search bar. But what was that called? Because remember, it reminds me of Ask Jeeves, but that's
Knows
not
more.
what it
Oh,
was.
Alan Tudyk. Yeah, knows more.
Yeah,
Is that the same actor?
wasn't it? Check it real quick. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was the same actor.
Let's see, Alan. Let me check his
Yeah, he's a
name.
Firefly. It's
So
actually in a lot of
when the
stuff.
Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, it is. He did play
Yeah,
King Candy Turbo.
King Candy
Oh,
Turbo.
that's pretty cool.
So he got another job.
Wow.
That's the nice thing about voice
Alfred
acting.
Molina was in this.
Yeah.
He was Double Dan. Oh, that's why his voice was so familiar. El Bundy is in this.
Yes, I know. I
He's
saw that. I was
Mr.
surprised.
Litwak. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Well, I didn't. When I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, Al Bundy was in here."
Al
I
Bundy.
didn't remember that was him. Yeah, I didn't remember that was him.
That's funny. Al Bundy's in this.
But yeah, this movie had a lot of good jokes in it. A lot of funny things. But here's the funny thing: the part that made me laugh the hardest comes after the movie, at the end of the movie.
Okay.
You know, it ends with the movie and the little girl's in the car playing the video game. And she's like, "How'd you like your movie?" So tells the daughter, "How do you like the movie?" She goes, "Oh, I did." But the scene that we saw in the trailer, it wasn't in the movie. Remember, you see that?
No.
How did you not see this? This is the greatest scene in the whole movie.
Wait, so this is after the credits?
Yes, after.
Right
before the credits. Right before the credits start rolling. It shows them driving across the bridge. The mom's driving in the car, and there's a little baby in the back, or the little daughter in the back playing a video game.
Oh, I think so. Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah, remember? And it's got the rabbit and the bunny.
Yes.
And of course, you slide the pancake to the bunny.
Yes.
You slide the ice cream
to
the
deal.
That. Then they bring all that stuff out. That rabbit swells up and it explodes. You said kid crying.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
No, I love that. I love that. I laughed so hard on that one.
Oh, I remember that. That wasn't the original trailer.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing, because they put it in the trailer and they thought, well, we should just go ahead and use it anyways, because they got towards the end of it, because they're going to cut it, and then they're like, oh, we'll just make the joke like a lot of the Disney not the Disney, the Marvel movies where you see stuff in the trailer and it's not in the movie. So they do it there, and of course it kills the rabbit. The rabbit blows up. I don't know why I find it funny a rabbit eating so many pancakes and blows up.
Because they keep.
And then of course they do have a scene after the end of the credits.
Really? Oh man!
Yeah. Did you know because you watch all the credits? The credits are long, dude. And after the end of it, it says special view of Frozen 2.
No.
And it pops up, and it's a music video. It's Wreck-It Ralph because I'm never gonna let you go.
Oh, so this sucks. I
here's the song. He goes, so this is for you. Yeah, he's like,
and
hey,
Wally,
this is for
you didn't stay to the credits. When Wally broke the one of the letters. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I saw that. I actually saw that where Wally breaks one of the letters. I saw all the way through that.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
sucks.
So
I want to touch on this because you mentioned that some of the scenes in the trailer we didn't get to see, right? And I don't think I mentioned this during when I Road One. There's a scene in the trailer that's not in Road One. Is when Jade walk up to the end of that ledge with the was it a TIE fighter? But whatever it was, right? She walked to the TIE fighter. They didn't have that in the original movie. In the movie.
Oh really?
Yes. Because I was like waiting for that scene. I was like, oh, this is going to happen, but they didn't have that. I was like, oh, interesting. I think they just shipped that for the trailer. Because sometimes they do that.
Or they shot it and they realized that they don't need that shot.
Yeah, and then they edited it somewhere else, yeah.
Because I could see her walking up to TIE fighter in the battle anyway, so it would have been no big deal.
Because a lot of times when the editors is given the footage,
or the script changes, They're like, oh yeah, she's gonna put a bomb in the TIE fighter. Oh, never mind.
A bit like that. They actually make fun of that fact in this movie, like, oh
yeah, I love it. I especially love that. Yeah, because like it's pancake. It's just I think you need to give the rabbit. Because, but we don't have any. He eats pancakes.
I do remember that.
Oh, that laughed so hard. I thought, that's messed up.
Oh, what else is really cool about this movie? Oh, the virus, right? Scanning for the insecurity of, I want to say individual, but they're video game characters. And then it just multiplies that. And I like how they show that's how a viruses work when they, spread whatever it is that they are.
Oh, depending on the virus, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the virus. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that C-3PO has a speaking role, and it's actually Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, well, they also show Stan Lee in here too.
Did they?
Remember the show Dance? Yeah, they show Stan Lee is in this movie.
Huh.
I can't believe you missed that. Yeah, he's in the when they go to the
remember.
deal. Yeah, they shows him turn around. She kind of sees him for a second. He don't say anything. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's real brief, but she sees Stan Lee in here. Yeah, so Stan Lee's.
I think I remember that when I saw that in the theater. Yes.
Yeah, he's got a character in here. So
it's like there's so much Easter eggs in these movies now. I mean, we
there's
did
so
Super
many.
Mario
It's hard
Bros.
to
And then
keep
we
up with
did
it.
this one. It's so hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all
this. Is the internet.
Yeah, which, I mean, come on, the internet's got everything on it, and they can only show you so much.
Yeah,
because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we don't remember stuff, especially a lot of because they even had something that said dial up when they go to the dark web. On their way down to the dark web.
Yeah,
because you got the dark web,
and it looks like shady, like a backstreet alley, like you see in Batman.
Yeah, well, of course he's got that little growth on him.
Oh yes,
the little head.
I like that.
I'm sure they're making fun of something else. I mean, I think it's another cartoon there, or either another cartoon or another movie, a horror movie, but they're making fun of where they had and I don't know what they're making fun of that one, but it reminds me of Tales from the Crypt. There was a Tales from the Crypt where he had this head on him. It had,
yeah, I think I know what you're getting at. Like, are you staring at my mole? Like, no, I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, because I can't remember what. Like,
it's actually his little brother. Yeah, it's like his brother got absorbed into him. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure there was a Tales from the Crypt where this guy had his brother absorbed kind of into him. He had like a head on him.
Oh, yeah, because I can't remember what it was either, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we missed the joke on there. Probably horror movie fans are probably like, yeah, so I know what that is.
So they try to put a little something.
I'm sure there's a lot of I'm sure there's a lot of stuff because I mean even the guy who sells the video games, you know.
Oh, what do you
mean? Well, the guy that does that, he probably was based on something on a movie that we're not seeing because in a way because remember he always yells for that little guy and that little guy pops up like Igor.
Oh yeah, like you have 30 minutes left, you have 3 hours left, yeah. And then he can give you a quick ride back to whatever.
No, I'm not talking about that guy. No, I'm talking about the guy that wants to do the video game deals. It appears behind everybody. He'll say a name. Oh, there you are.
Oh, the little blue guy, right?
Yeah, remember he had that little thing. Yeah. The guy that sells the video game thing. I don't know what his name is.
Oh, dang it.
You know, he's like, oh, if you'll go get so-and-so's car, I'll give you this much money.
Oh, that guy,
remember
JP
they go to his office.
Yeah.
And they go to his office, but remember he has that little henchman with him.
Yes, that thing he calls out loud.
Yeah, he'll yell at him and he'll pop up out of nowhere.
You know, why can't I find Bill Hader? Like, it's like JP Whitley or something. It sounds
like sure that was Bill Hader? I don't think that was Bill Hader.
Oh, Bill Hader. Yeah, JP's family.
Okay, Spamley.
JP's family.
Because he spams.
He spams, yes. Yeah, like the characteristic of this guy is someone I recognize too.
Yeah, but I like it all those pop-ups because that's basically what he is. Remember the pop-ups?
Yeah, I know. Back in the 90s.
Yeah, well, I know you still can get pop-ups, but most of your stuff has pop-up blockers.
Yep.
A lot of people found ways around pop-up blockers. Some people would even just let you see a pop-up.
Yeah, no. Some people haven't seen pop-up a long time since, like, you know, it was the pop-up blocker was introduced.
Yeah,
which is great. I love that. That's why I like using the computer better than using like the Fire Stick, because you know if you have a pop-up blocker, right, it's basically just an ad blocker. If you watch a YouTube TV on computer, you can watch the whole thing without anything popping up or stopping for ads. But
really?
If you watch
I've never had that problem.
If you watch it on an Amazon Fire Stick like YouTube or something, then you have to wait for the ads to
stop. Okay.
That's the kind of thing, like ad popper.
Well, that's probably because I never watched YouTube on a Fire Stick. So.
Yeah, I know. I try to watch YouTube on a computer because, you know, I want to watch the whole video without watching ads. But you could turn that off, too.
Yeah, you can turn it on. Oh, you want to pay a little extra.
Oh, I mean, like, with the pop-up blocker, it does that. Ad blocker.
Oh, okay.
E-Boy. The E-Boy was a character.
Yeah, E-Boy. Yeah, the E-Boy was a character. And then you had Yes.
Yes. It's just like the... a high-level PR lady.
Yeah, very high-level PR lady.
And, well, before before we even get to the, I forgot. I want to mention in the beginning, like how Felix and Calhoun adopted all those girls. That was great.
Yeah. Plus, well, they give that what is that guy? That safety guy or the whatever the security guy?
Yeah.
They give him a bigger role in this movie.
He has a bigger role. His more speaking thing, the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because last time you only see him a few times, but yeah, the police guy or whatever.
And Sonic always have the great information. Like, hey, in the first one, if you die in your game, remember you can respawn. And this one is like, it's called Wi-Fi, Ralph.
Yeah, well, I like it. What's it? Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi. That's why I like to say before too.
Because like it's a wife game, Wi-Fi game. It's like no, Ralph. It's called Wi-Fi.
It's a gateway to the
so
internet.
Sonic's kind of the wise guy in a way.
Yeah, in a way. But he only has that little bit of line.
Especially when he's got that book club. He's like,
oh, at the end, the book club.
Yeah,
like, wow.
So
do nothing. That's so deep, Ralph. Yeah, I know. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Hubert.
I did like they have excuse me, Chun-Li from Street Fighter this time, because last one they have M. Bison and Zangief.
Yeah.
Well, actually they have Ryu and Ken too at Tapper.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You just see Zangief this time.
No, you see a lot like Zangief has such a big speaking role. I mean, in the last
one. Yeah, he did. You see him, and then who'd you see? They see that devil too.
Oh, the devil guy from the first one?
Satan.
Yeah,
Satan. You see him.
Satan.
You see him in the back. Yeah, Satan or whatever his name is in the background.
Yep.
You see a lot of the people in the background that they don't talk this time. Still couldn't figure out. There's two princesses that show up. I don't know what game that would have been from.
Really?
Princesses? Yeah, two dressed like princesses. Like, what game would that have been?
It's not going to be anything from Nintendo.
But they got Dig Dug. Of course, they had Dig Dug.
Oh, they have Dig Dug in the first one.
Yeah,
but,
you see him
really
again.
Quick, yeah.
Yeah, you see him that was standing looking at the Wi-Fi with his little gun and stuff. Of course, you see Pac-Man and the Ghost again, but none of them have speaking roles.
No, they didn't have any, like, not a major role because they focused on mostly.
Yeah, pretty much nobody has a speaking roles. Of course, you do have a, what was his name? That little guy that always annoys Ralph. What was his name? I can't remember his name. The guy with the mustache, that lives in the building that
Gene.
Gene, yeah, remember he bumps Gene a couple times, and of course Gene's like,
he got the Sour Puff candy,
yeah, he's like, that go great with my decor.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. Come on now, decor, a condiment.
Yes, come on, condiment.
Yeah, he's like, I am a sour ball or a sour candy. He's like,
but at the end, like those girls, right? They actually taught them a lot, and I love that the joke was like, the key to parenting is and then what you got to do is like, wow,
yeah,
that was really good stuff.
That was really good
stuff.
Really I wish everybody could hear it. Of course, they're all like, remember, everybody's a winner.
Yes.
I'm like, apparently you haven't seen Ricky Bobby because you're not first, you're last.
Hey, the Magic Man was in this movie.
Yeah, the Magic Man is this movie.
Oh, I did like the I guess the virus that make the Raphzilla. I don't know. They never call it Raphzilla, but I only said that because
Kong. You could call him
Kong too, but then it's
because remember he
stays on the caption.
Okay, well I just know he grabs her and goes up the tallest buildings, like King Kong.
But on the caption it says Raphzilla when it says like friend when it got to that big giant thing.
Yeah, turn to the giant Raph.
Well, I thought it was gonna work out at the end when they go to the antivirus too, but they didn't make it.
Yep. Come on now, he got the therapy option.
Yeah.
Remember, because he goes, so there's only two ways to do it. You either get therapy or you go to the antivirus.
Yeah, to go to the antivirus.
And he goes, like the therapy, I can't see that happening.
I do also like when Vanellope was driving in Slaughter Race, she had her own custom car.
Yeah,
like the color was after her, whatever she was wearing too. Like, oh, that looks pretty nice. But I didn't
it's very fast and furious.
Car it was. Yes, it was very.
Yeah, well, they're not real cars. I mean, they weren't based on real cars.
No, they were based on real cars.
None
that
of
was
them
really
were
good. And I also like in Slaughter Race, right? The characters in the game actually move like video game characters. Like they move that kind of awkward position, not really smooth.
Yeah, that is. You're right. I didn't notice it until you pointed that out. Yeah, because I remember her. What's her name? Moving funny, and I thought, why are they doing that?
Yeah, because of how they move. Like some of the game characters still kind of move like that. Like, I think it depends on the programmer. And I did like the
Plus, you had
different
Gal
kids.
Gadot. Yeah, you had Gal Gadot.
Oh, Gal Gadot, yes.
Which is funny because I thought, too. She was in Fast and Furious, and I'm like, oh, now she's in Slaughter Race.
She's in Slaughter Race. That was perfect. I did like when they first showed up. Everything was messed up. the dog, and it's like, no, nice kitty, nice kitty. Then this shark came out of the manhole just to
Yeah.
eat the dog, and I'm like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, well, you notice they had like the dollar store.
Yes, the dollar
But on
store.
the but the thing is on the top of the dollar store says literally the dollar store.
Yes, literally the dollar. I remember when Vanellope was singing,
Yeah.
because she found her conflict was like, do she want to go back or does she want to stay here?
Well, she's found her water and she had to sing her song. Of course, you got the not a creepy clown. Yeah, it was weird. Well, it's not like how they communicate. Because remember when they communicate?
Oh, do that.
Yeah, little thing. You see that
walking
design
right?
on it. It has that little that chip in there.
Yeah.
You SIM card in it. Remember a SIM card?
Oh yeah. We just
and you had that SIM card thing. Yeah, but they had that. They had a little SIM card on their deal.
Huh.
Their little flip books.
It looks like a Apple Watch in a way.
Looked like a Ninja Turtle thing to me. But
oh yes.
But anyways, they had the SIM card inside the bottom. You see that SIM card design, because you have how that chip is. It's got that circle with the lines all through it, or kind of a squarish circle.
I do remember. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, they had that in there. I thought, wow, that's
it's like an advanced talkie within the digital world.
Yeah, it was with Obi-Wan Kenobi capabilities because you got that hologram pops out.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
Yep. And I am Groot.
I am Groot. Sometimes I said that joke to my to Heather like a couple of weeks ago, right? After I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm like, wouldn't it be funny you get caught speeding, right? And a cop just comes up to your window like, you know why I pulled you over? I am Groot. No one has done a video on that yet. I am Groot. What? Stop talking. I am Groot. Try that next time when you try, like, whatever situation. Like, hey, can I help you, sir? I am Groot.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Some people might not get it.
No, you're right. Yeah, some people might not get it. They're like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be awesome if somebody gets it, because then you're off the hook. But
oh, that would be funny. They sound like, I am Groot.
Yeah, I am Groot. And they're like, get on out of here. Just don't speed next time.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow. I was gonna say, like, I don't know what else to say about this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I mean, it was good, but I mean, other than that, I don't know.
I wrote a line like, there's a baby clothes called Langarine.
What?
Langarine. It's supposed to be lingerie.
Oh, yeah, I remember
looking
that.
to eBay and, like, all the stuff.
Oh, yeah, when they see that girl. Oh, yeah, there's some
kind of weird baby clothes called Langarine.
Yeah, called Langarine. I remember that. There's a lot of jokes I can't even remember.
No, there's a lot when.
How many times did you watch this before we saw
it? Just once, and then
I saw it twice this week, and still I couldn't remember half the.
Yeah, because there's so much going on.
Yeah,
I mean, one of the things that stand out is like Google. Ralph Carr's like, wow, that's like building of goggles. Look like if you need a pair of goggles, that's the place. To go.
Oh yeah. Well, they make jokes at everything because remember we can't remember eBay. And they're at Tappers.
Oh yeah, whatever Felix
said. Boy, yeah.
Boy.
He say that. He's like, I don't know where you're going with this, Ralph. And he goes,
yes.
E-boy.
The other thing I find funny is like, there's a very important quest for you, Ralph, and I'll cover for you. Okay, thanks, Felix. Hey, I'm getting out of here, but hey, drinks on everybody. Felix is playing.
Yeah. Everybody's all happy.
I'm like,
oh, Tapper.
Felix, what are you doing here? When did you start drinking beer? Like, starting root now.
Yeah, when did you start drinking root beer? Tappers, you ever play Tappers, right?
I don't think I ever played Tapper, but like, the game is very similar to like those things that come down. You gotta catch it or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. I play Tapper. It's interesting. I mean, it's one of those tasks you got to run up and forth. You got to make sure everybody has root beer. You got to sling it out, and then you got to. When they're done, they'll sling it to the side, and you gotta go over there and catch it.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta go over there and make sure you get it. And I mean, as you get more and more, it speeds up.
Oh.
It's interesting. I went and played it after we did the first record, right?
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I went and found it and played it because I don't remember ever playing it before then.
Oh, see, I don't remember playing it before.
But see, they also mentioned Burger Time.
They did.
I'm not really a big fan of Burger Time.
So I never played Burger Time until on my other channel, right? I played it for the first time. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I played Burger Time before. I don't know where I played it though. I played that on Nintendo. I'm pretty sure.
On Nintendo, that was the first time I played it. Was on my other channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I played that before. I played it before we saw the show, but yeah, because remember they keep bragging about the Burger Time burgers.
I mean, like you're like Dig Dug, and I sometimes I still play Dig Dug because I have that.
Yeah,
little
I still play Dig Dug for a
I
little
have
bit.
Dig
Like,
Dug, Galaga, and Burger Time on those little collectible arcades.
oh yeah,
I love
because
those.
they make a joke about Space Invaders too. Where he goes, oh yeah, with the unplugging. He goes, I haven't had this many characters to get find homes for since Space Invaders.
Yes.
Space Invaders. Which of Space Invaders probably one of the first Nintendo games I saw. I know not Nintendo, Atari games.
Atari games, yeah.
I mean, I saw other ones, but I think it may be the first one I ever played.
You know, but back then, right, like on Atari, it didn't look as good as the arcade, but like it looked, I don't know,
yeah,
the graphics not there at the time, but like we had to use our imagination.
Is that well, you had no choice?
You have no choice.
Is, and like for me, I never got the arcade. You really never got to see the arcade hardly, anyways. I didn't.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
far away. So Atari was like, yeah, this is the stuff.
This is the, yep.
And then when Nintendo come out, it's like, what were we doing?
Yes, it's weird, right? Like, what were we doing?
It is
like,
weird.
It's like the graphic is at that time is so much better than Atari, but I never played any Atari games before.
Yeah.
And then even some of the games is not arcade perfect versions of whatever.
But I mean, there's some games. Yeah, but there's some games you could just put it like Pac-Man, Atari.
Pac-Man was
arcade.
Fine.
You can't.
On Nintendo was great. It looked
and also
great.
They mentioned Frogger.
Oh, that's right, because like it was the princess.
The princess that kisses the frog.
Yeah, and then it kissed Ralph in the beginning.
Yeah,
like,
and he thinks
that's Frogger. What the?
Yeah, who is this? But yeah, because we do see Frogger in the first one.
Yeah, we do.
And I played Frogger.
I played Frogger too.
Well, that was one of the other Atari games. You only had so many Atari games.
I played it on the Commodore 64.
You had Frogger. Oh, really?
Yeah, because my cousin had the Commodore 64.
Yeah, when I got to Commodore 64, I'm like, I'm not playing Frogger. I got to play something way better than that.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. I remember on Commodore 64, I played a Spider-Man game, and then there's the one with the caveman with the wheel that you had to jump over stuff.
Oh, I never played that.
I
played Space. I remember what we used to play Space Shuttle, which was really simple, and it's on Nintendo. There's hardly anything to it. You hardly do it. Space Taxi. I love Space Taxi.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It basically was you see a square and it had like all these little chambers you got to fly through, and your little
it's
taxi.
Commodore 64. Hold on, I'm looking it up. I might.
Yeah, your little taxi come up and it would talk. It'd go, "Hey, taxi," and then you gotta go fly over.
I played this.
Oh, have you?
I have.
Yeah, that's a great game.
I didn't know it was called Space Taxi.
Yeah, they may have called it something else. I've only seen it on Commodore 64.
Oh, you know what it was though? Because I don't remember a lot of the titles for Commodore 64 when I played it.
Yeah, well, a lot of the games they call them something else. So, like, there's a game called Russian Attack.
Oh, I know what that is.
I think it's called Green Beret or Green Beret on Nintendo.
Russian Attack. I think I played that recently too.
And there's Kung Fu, and it's called something else though. I think on Nintendo.
Yeah. Kung Fu.
I think even somebody called it like Jackie Chan something. I'm like, it's called just Kung Fu.
It is in Hong Kong. It is.
Yeah, it's the same game.
Yeah,
and
Kung Fu.
What was there? Space Shuttle, Russian Attack, Space Taxi, which I love. Space Taxi.
Oh man, I want to play Space Taxi now.
Was it Mission? Was it Impossible Mission?
Oh, I played that. I know what that is. Yeah, Impossible Mission.
Where you got to jump on the elevators, and every time your guy falls off the shaft, it says stay a while.
Good game.
Oh, that's one of the best games ever. I'd never figured out what you're supposed to do, but I mainly like getting shocked by the robots and falling down the elevator shaft.
Yeah, I play Impossible Mission. Like sometimes it's hard to figure out. Like, I wish they would remake.
Oh, I still got it. I got it on my computer.
Oh, you do?
Commodore 64
remember when
version.
Bionic Commando remade itself?
Oh yeah.
I wish they would remake like Impossible Mission.
They could do that.
Yeah, I played that one not recently because I'm up to the S's now. Like when I did the eyes, like, oh, this is a good game.
Well, they had a part 2 to that game, and that was on Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, it's on Nintendo. I'm surprised you haven't got to it yet.
No, I haven't. Well, because I'm only, unless I didn't have it in my library, I was not.
Yeah, because it's called? What's it called? Impossible Mission, and then there's Mission Impossible.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, you don't want to get those two, but they're both on Nintendo, so you don't want to get them mixed up.
Oh, there's an Impossible Mission too.
Yeah.
Oh, looking at the screenshots, the graphic looks way better. It looks kind of like 3D. Like
I didn't enjoy the game. I didn't like the game near as much as the original though.
Oh, so it's on a Commodore 64. Impossible Mission 2 is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think it's on the Commodore 64.
Okay, well, the second one I played on Nintendo. The original I played on Commodore 64.
Let's see. Original. I normally play the Impossible Mission on regular Nintendo, the first one, but not Impossible Mission 2.
Yeah,
see, that is a fun game. Why was this not advertised to me when I was a kid? But you know what? Depends on when the game came out too.
Yeah, well, the problem is that a lot of advertisement was only on what, comic books and so forth.
Yeah, you're right. They don't do it on TV unless your company has a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't remember that many games on TV. I'm sure there were. I probably just wasn't watching the right thing.
I like that.
Depends on who they're marketed to.
That is true. Allergies really kicking my butt. I'm coughing a lot. I'm having to mute myself during the last couple of weeks on our shows, and it's really tough.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I like that how we went to Wreck-It Ralph or Ralph Breaks the Internet to talk about like old school games because
we went back to old school because at the heart of it, that's what Wreck-It Ralph is.
That came from, yeah. Even like we said the nostalgia, like the JP's Family.
Yeah,
it's the pop up.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with me and you. We're not internet game players. Man, me and you play it. We play the video game
console
systems,
games,
and we just kept playing console games. I never got onto the internet games.
Shoot. We are still at a time where, like, when you buy the game, right, everything's in it. There's no downloadable content. There's no unlockable stuff. You don't have to pay. No, there's unlockable stuff, but you don't have to pay for extra content.
But
they don't release a game, right? Like, hey, next year they're gonna release for Super Mario Brothers 3. Like, no, there's none of that. Once you get the game, the whole thing is there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, eventually our consoles went that way too, though.
Yeah, console. Like, I think all the way to 360. No, 360.
Yeah, 360 started to have to buy extra parts.
But they didn't have that for the PS2 or the PS3.
Yeah, they didn't have that for PS3.
No, they have a PS3. It's PS2 they did it.
Okay, PS2 is
before
PS2 the last system
everything was online.
Before 360.
Yep. Everything's online now.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the end of the world.
That's something I wrote down when the Room of Princesses, right? When they changed into the comfy clothes. Oh, right after that line, was it Cinderella? Or whoever used the mice? Oh, it's not Cinderella. No, it's Cinderella. Like, oh, now let me get my mice to start doing the clothes, right? They have that. It's like, isn't that from Batman? I thought it was like that music.
Oh yeah, they did do the Batman where they spin that thing in a circle. Yeah, that was from Batman.
Like, isn't that from Batman?
Yeah, that thing spins around. Yeah, that was from Batman. I forgot about that. The 1960s Batman.
Yes,
I remember that. Yeah, they spin that.
And I was thinking, like, how did they get that right? But then it could belong to like Columbia or whatever music.
Well, no, actually, that actually belongs to Fox. 20th Century Fox.
Oh,
because remember the Batman 1966 is 20th Century Fox.
Yes, it is.
And Disney owns 20th Century Fox.
So shouldn't all the Batman episodes be playing on Disney Plus?
Well, I'm sure that though it being Batman though, you probably can't just.
Oh, you can't because it's the character rights.
Yeah, you could probably show certain aspects of it. But again, any show could probably spin the thing around because so many shows have made fun of that Batman.
Yeah,
that it's not a big deal.
No, so I really enjoyed that a little bit. Like, did they use that at the right time?
Like, yeah, what is this called? A shirt.
Oh, I love that. She almost sings like that song too. I enjoy that so much, man. Because I love Ariel. I know that movie so well, and I can't wait to see the live action one.
Wow.
I'm going to see the live action one.
I haven't actually watched any of the live action movies. I think I've already said this. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the live actions of any of the Disney
Obviously,
movies.
I saw Beauty and the Beast because Belle is Heather's favorite princess.
Yeah, well,
I thought that was pretty good. I
like Belle too.
The story is the same, but then they added 3 songs.
But again, I never met a prince. I never met a princess I don't like. So.
That is.
But no, I haven't actually seen. I haven't ever seen any of the live actions. Any of them. I've never seen the.
How many did?
Yeah, even the Lion King. I don't know. But
Lion King, I still have not finished it.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it,
but I haven't finished it.
I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any of the live action remakes.
Oh, I saw Aladdin. That one was good.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a live action of Aladdin.
Yes, where Will Smith plays Genie.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot about that. Yeah,
I don't care about
Williams was original.
Yeah, because people compare live action to cartoon. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah,
But I
I
have
forgot.
seen that one is
See, that's
pretty
the
good.
funny
The
thing.
story is the same.
There's been like quite a few of the live actions ones, but the early ones is probably like a lot of people have forgotten about it. Like Aladdin, I forgot about Aladdin. I think there's
Yeah.
a Cinderella probably.
No, there's not. That's
Oh,
Pinocchio,
really?
which Tom Hanks plays Geppetto.
Really? I might
But
want to
that's
see
on
that.
Disney Plus though. It's exclusive. It's not on
You
theaters or
sure
anything.
there's not a live action Cinderella? I thought there was a live action.
If there was, it's probably on ABC
It
or
may have been
something.
earlier. It may
Oh,
have
it's a
been
lot earlier
earlier.
before Disney Plus then.
But I guess it would be considered live action now.
I mean, I
I
feel like
saw.
it's because of Star Wars and Marvel money. There's not just like, hey, let's make everything live action.
Yeah, let's make everything live action.
Just in case that we don't market our stuff enough, right? Let's make everything live action. I mean, they make Mulan
Well,
live
they
action.
did it. Well, they have a. Oh, yeah, they did make that one live
Yeah.
action too. And I think a lot of people were.
Those at the
upset
same
about that.
time during the pandemic, right before.
But I do know.
Black
I
Widow.
know. Recently, they got a Peter Pan and Wendy.
Oh.
It just come out. But I guess you can't really call that Peter Pan. But
Yeah.
that would be the same. It's their character. Oh, they made a Lady in the
Lady in the
1001 Dalmatians. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lady in the Tramp and 1001 Dalmatians are. But I
They
haven't
made the
seen any of
prequel
those.
to it called Cruella.
Yeah, but didn't they make 1001 Dalmatians too? I think they did live action.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, they
if
did. I'm pretty sure they did.
They did Lady and the Tramp. Because that's whatever is in the Lady and the Tramp when Disney Plus came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably so. I think that was probably one of the early ones.
I should have seen that because I do like dogs.
I don't know, where have you seen it?
I know. It's pushing it off, and Disney Plus
You
came
know
out
what?
for like.
If they're gonna do live
now.
actions, I want to see Rescue Rangers.
So you haven't seen this because John Mulaney plays Chip and Andy Samberg plays Dale. It's kind of like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They still animate characters.
Yeah.
But they it's kind of like the Rescue Rangers was a show they did a long time ago, and then now they're at this. So it's like so it's like Hulk. Now they're doing different things. Chip and Dale's doing different things, and like Gadget, right? She marries the bee from the show. They actually they make it like a real life couple. Yeah, Montgomery Jack. Yes.
Wow.
So like, I think it's called Chip and Dale. Yeah, so like a live action, like, hey, these are like this is what happened 30 years later. You know, Chip and Dale go their own separate ways and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good, especially since squirrels don't live that long.
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks, sorry.
Yes, chipmunks. You better get
Rodents.
that right.
You want
Rodents?
How about rodents that make you happy? Because that's what they are.
That's what they are. They're rodents.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
Back in the day, when I first watched Chip and Dale, right, it was like they are rodents to Donald Duck, because Donald Duck was trying to kill them with a shotgun, just like Bugs Bunny.
Can't do that kind of stuff.
Yosemite Sam, I can't remember who the character is. Yeah,
he's the one that had all the guns. Yeah,
trying to kill these rodents.
Well, you always got somebody killing. Because didn't they make a joke about the coyote in Wreck-It Ralph? Or is it? I saw a joke. I probably saw the coyote joke somewhere else because they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
Warner
think
Brothers.
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers.
So,
yeah,
the internet where you can see everything, get everything, do everything.
The internet. Hey, at least with this one, we're building a library of like animated movies, right? Like we have this one, the first one, we did Into the Spider-Verse, we did Big Hero 6. We should watch The Iron Giant soon.
Okay, I've never seen that either.
Oh,
I don't watch. I don't really watch that much anime. So
I know.
Oh, yeah, we did WALL-E too.
Yeah, we did WALL-E obviously, because I love that movie.
Yeah, WALL-E's excellent.
But most of the stuff we probably should do robots with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Is that you've seen that one?
I seen that in the theater, and I don't remember it very good. But I'm afraid that like
I know one we should do. I actually seen it. I saw the was it Indestructible? What do you call it? Not the Instructables. What is that?
What?
The one with the superheroes.
Oh, Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
Oh, that's good. I
only saw the first one.
Yeah, the first one. I really like the first one because that's the whole point from Civil War, from Marvel.
Yeah, that's I saw the Incredibles.
But then Civil War came out in comic book form before Incredibles.
Bug's Life. I saw Bug's Life. I went to the theater to see Bug's Life.
Bug's Life is good too. I saw that in the theater also.
Yeah,
it's funny that we never done Toy Story because that's funny. That Pixar started.
Yeah. Well, I like the idea of Toy Story more than I like the movie of Toy Story.
I do too. I mean, I like Monsters. The idea of Monsters Inc. also.
Oh yeah, Monsters. I never seen Monsters Inc. either. I
Oh,
know
that's
the
a good
characters
one.
though.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
or Up. I never saw Up.
Oh, Up is
Yeah, I really missed out on
great.
when it comes to animation. Well, that's the thing. I haven't really seen any of Disney's old animation.
What would you consider Disney old animation, like the
Well, I'm
princess
talking.
movies?
Yeah, I'd say the Princess movie. I'm
101
calling Disney old
Dalmatians would
animations.
be.
Yeah, I have seen that now.
Who
Had to see
hasn't seen
that.
101
And Pinocchio.
Dalmatians?
And Pinocchio. Uh, uh, Dictators.
Dictators. I always wanted to say that joke, but it's funny. Dictators. It's kind of like one time when you and I were both working at a law firm, right? One of the attorneys came to me like, "Hey, guess what, Lamb? This judge I went to talk to, right? Like, she dismissed the case, but she wanted to talk to us back in the room. And like when we get into the room, right, on her coat rack, she has a minx coat. And then he asked me, what kind of person wears a minx coat? And this is what I said: villains."
Yeah, Cruella de Vil.
Villain. That was what. The first thing that popped up in my mind was like, this judge have a minx coat.
Well, actually, we shouldn't get so mad because anybody from the 1920s, any woman from the 1920s
But yeah,
had some money.
who has a money about a minx coat? I think she's probably also nostalgia. She
Yeah,
could finally afford one, so that's why she bought it.
Yeah, I want one like my great grandma had in the Roaring '20s.
Yeah, the Roaring '20s. Yep, I
when
totally get that.
when she was dating somebody from the mob. Getting paid off under the table.
Yeah. So yeah, Ralph is just about nostalgia.
Well, how many minks have you seen?
Never.
Exactly. See, you know why we don't see minks? Because people don't wear mink coats anymore.
I think probably in Hong Kong, like back in the mall, like a long time ago, like at the mall they have the expensive coats.
Yeah.
That's probably the last time I've seen one.
I don't know that I've actually seen one, but I'm just saying though, if you're not wearing the animal, then the animal has no reason to exist, and they don't.
Yeah, how do you minx coat? Minx.
It's like a ferret or a weasel. It's more like a weasel.
It is. I've never seen a.
But my point is though, the reason you don't see it, like if you're not wearing the animal, then nobody's raising the animal, so you'll never see it.
Oh,
it's like one day way in the future, let's say when people quit eating meat, people go, who's seen a cow? Nobody's gonna ever have seen a cow, because why would you raise a cow if you can't eat a cow? Because they cost too much. Yeah, they cost too much.
I don't think I've seen a minx. Like I'm looking at this animal, right, and then some human a long time ago looking at this animal was like, hey, you know what? Let's make a coat out of this.
Yeah, well, I think humankind has made a coat or a jacket out of
everything.
Every single thing. I mean, even today, when we make coats and we make it out of recyclable trash.
Yes.
Just like we run out of animals to make it, let's just use trash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a coat out of used CD. Yeah, I'm gonna make a coat out of used CDs.
You see, my vest from Walmart is made out of Pepsi cans.
Yeah, it's made out of Pepsi cups. Yeah, look at this.
And that's a recyclable cup. Now it's a recyclable vest.
That is the thing. Think about it. Humans will hook stuff together and make coats out of anything. I mean, they'll have a coat made out of feathers. They'll make, remember, those little caps, when you open a soda can? People will tape those together and make a jacket or a coat. Oh, look at my armor right here. I'm like, it's like a Pop-Tarts from a Coke can.
Like one of those catwalks. We see models wearing recyclable products.
And
then they actually made
especially when they wear see-through clothing. I'm like, what's the point?
See-through clothing, yes.
Yeah, this might as well just go ahead and go.
Kind of like strippers with their clear heels. Like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, with the clear plastic heels.
Yes. That's the
official
stripper shoe.
I guess you see a lot of those, huh?
I don't actually, because I don't like. I don't like strip clubs, but I do like a breakfast buffet.
The correct answer is because I'm married.
You ever seen Parks and Rec?
No, I've seen a few episodes, but that's not something I watched regularly.
Oh yeah, I don't watch it regularly either, but I like that guy who's the director of that Parks and Rec, the comedian.
Overman?
Yeah, Overman. He's like, I'm not really into strip clubs, but I do like a breakfast buffet.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
I love that guy.
I am not eating breakfast there. I'm not eating any food there.
There's an episode, right? They go to not a Whole Foods, but like a vegan thing, right? He goes in there, and then this guy's like, would you like some vegan bacon? Yes, I do. So he hands it to him, right? And then he puts it right in the trash. Can I have another one? And they give him another one, and he puts it straight in the trash. And he keeps doing it. The guy's like, well, what are you doing? Vegan bacon.
You can't. Yeah, I don't know why they always have like vegetarian burgers or stuff. I'm like, yeah, I guess you could have it, but it does sound a little weird. You're gonna go ahead and call it a burger. You know,
Yeah,
it's a bunch of crap stuck
that
together.
is true.
But I guess it makes
I
sense.
do like that carrot because one
But you
time,
can't have vegan bacon now.
because
You
one
can have a
time,
vegan burger, but not a vegan bacon.
yeah, not vegan bacon. But the other time is like when he orders food, right? Like, I want all of your eggs. Now listen to me carefully. You might have think that I said a lot of eggs, but no, I want all your eggs. Because sometimes I want to order like that in the restaurant too. And how many plates do you want? I want all of them.
Yeah, well, somebody might not get your sense of humor, and you're gonna get charged a lot.
Oh, I do. Like when we have this thing called dim sum in Cantonese culture. It's basically like a little bit of appetizers, right? So when they put on a cart, like it's usually like maybe 5-6 bamboo basket of each order, and then I love it because like when I was young, right, we only get 1 or 2 because there's only like 4 of us. Now there's like 16 of us sitting at the table. And I'm like, hey, how many of those shrimp dumplings do you have? Oh, I have 6 baskets. I'll take all of them. I love ordering like that now. I'll take all of them. Because before I never done that before. It sounds so rich, but like $3 for one. Oh, depends on what you order.
Yeah. It's like,
shrimp's
hey,
probably
what do you got? Oh, we got Vietnamese egg rolls. I'll take a whole.
I'll
bag.
take all of them. Like that, like a bistro, like that thing you see right there. Just give me the whole thing.
Yeah, just give me the whole thing. He's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, they're only like 50 cents a piece.
Oh, it's so funny. Let me tell you, because I have a pool in my backyard now, right? And one of the girls' favorite ice cream is things. I don't know if you heard it, called Dibs. It's like a nasty crunch, like like a crunch ice cream bar, but they make this into like little nuggets. So I'm like, it's the perfect movie ice cream food because it comes in a box. You could eat it one by one. You don't need a spoon. You could close the lid and put it back in the freezer. I'm like, this is brilliant.
But can it melt? Doesn't it melt? Right?
It melt, but then you could eat the whole thing in one sitting. Not a problem. Okay. But the problem is like you don't need a spoon to scoop it. You know, you just eat it with your hands. It's perfect. And they don't sell that at grocery stores.
Oh, really? Only at theaters?
So no, not only in theaters, they sell them at 7-Eleven. Oh. So what happens is like $3 for a pretty good sized container. Like if I should not eat it in one sitting. Right?
Well, it's cold ice cream. It's not freeze dried.
Oh, it's cold ice cream. Yes, it's cold ice cream. So what I did is
free because remember they have freeze dried too.
Oh yeah, they do, but it's not freeze dried. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to this 7-Eleven, right, and Heather was like, "Hey, go see if you can get those dips for Izzy because that's her favorite ice cream, and she want to try some." I'm like, okay, and I went to Walmart because like I look on the app, right, like, oh, you could get it delivered, you could pick it up tomorrow, like. Well, if I could pick it up tomorrow, that means they have it in the store, right? So I went over there. I walked up and down the aisle like 4 times. I want to make sure, like, maybe it's in this section, maybe it's in the gallon section, maybe it's in the specialty ice cream. I look everywhere. I'm like, I don't see it here. So I told Heather, like, you know what? I'm going to check another Walmart. I'm going to check Kroger. And then she tells me, like, remember, Izzy's mom told us that they usually find it at 7-Eleven. I'm like, I feel pretty stupid buying ice cream at 7-Eleven, right? When I can go to the grocery store. So I went to 7-Eleven. And then they had it. It's the one by my house. They had dips. They had 22 those containers, right? I bought all 22 of them at $3 a piece. I spent over $60 on ice cream. on one ice cream. I didn't buy some Crunch. I didn't buy some Snickers.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something I would brag about on
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. Because what I bought it all. I'm rich. Hey, yeah.
Because the only reason I bought them all, right? Because I went to 4 different places and they didn't have any.
Yeah. So that's probably how they sell a lot of that. They're like,
well,
they're looking at each other. They go, you know what? If we only sell at this one place, all these idiots will go in there and they'll buy all of it. So we'll just have it. We'll sell it in big giant lots of it. Yeah, we'll just sell it in big lots. So like, tell them you have 20 of them. So and after they buy those 20 of them, bring another 20 out.
That was like almost 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, I went back to that same 7-Eleven.
Did they get more?
They had 26. I bought 25 of them.
See, so I was right. I told you. They sell them in the lots, and they tell you that's all of it.
I bought them. Heather's like, you should buy all of them because you know from where we are, traffic's getting worse, right? Because there's so much construction.
Yeah.
And like when I'm coming out here, I didn't just go to 7-Eleven. I did other chores too. So I'm like, since I'm out here, before I get home, let me check the 7-Eleven real quick. And they had it. because it would be weeks before I check 7-Eleven again.
Yeah.
Either I buy 2 or 3 at one, or I buy all of them right now.
Yeah, it's rare to ever
because
go
the
in the
kids
store.
enjoy it. And it's like it's such clean eating. I don't have to worry about like because my mom got drumsticks, so you know the ice cream drumsticks from Crunch. It's so messy.
Yeah, they can get messy. I see that.
The stuff,
even though they're
dibs,
so good.
oh my god, it's so clean. They come in the little box.
Okay, so
I know I'm so excited, but I don't like that ice cream that much.
We just promoted dibs. All right, good.
We did. No, not Spencer.
Yeah.
So Nestle, listen to me out there. But I don't want them to, because I also have you had a Snickers or Twix ice cream? It looks like a candy bar.
Yeah. I actually had that. Hey, I want to tell you, since we're going ahead and promoting ice cream.
Yes.
I went ahead and had Bluebell's.
Oh.
Dr. Pepper float ice cream.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It tastes more like cherry than it tastes like Dr. Pepper's. After you get finished eating the bowl of ice cream, then it's like, yeah, it does taste like I just had a Dr. Pepper float.
Oh.
But while you're eating it, it actually tastes to me like cherry with a really creamy ice.
So what you're telling me is like 2 treats in one.
Oh, it's excellent. You should. I am recommending it to you right now. I'm like, anybody that's not eating the Dr. Pepper ice cream is like, what's wrong with you?
Bluebell, right?
Yeah, but I know if depending on where you're listening to us, you probably can't get Bluebell.
That's why we're in Texas.
Exactly.
I mean, Bluebell is everywhere.
But we'll try to get them to send it out there because you don't need to move here. We got enough folks here already as it is. Just
I wouldn't agree to that, but okay. I came from a country where like there's a lot more people than what we have here.
Yeah, and after you got here, we were like, all right, close the gates.
We're full close. Open the gates. No.
Yeah, close the gates. Yeah, I mean, I hear Florida is really nice, and California's got a lot more space all of a sudden now. So, and I hear that Canada has really got a lot of open wilderness up there. So
yeah, if you don't mind our coal.
Yeah, in the polar bears.
Yes,
and living on their country, it has a leaf on their flag.
Okay, well, you know what? I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. But like, the maple leaf, yes. I know you want.
Yeah, the great, because who doesn't like maple syrup? Especially that little rabbit he ate and popped. I would play that game.
I don't play that game either. But like, we'll see you guys on the next one. This is where we say goodbye and peace. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.